Thank you for tuning in to Good Steward Keys TV. And on this episode, we're going to be sharing with you how to use the free debt reduction snowball calculator by Vertex42. And this is part one of a multi-part series. And in part one, I'm going to show you how to go or where to go to download the calculator on Vertex42's website, and then also how to start filling in the information on all your debts so you can start using the snowball calculator and so you can get out of debt as quickly as possible. So let's take a look at the website first. Actually, if you look at my on the blog post, when you scroll down, I provided you with a link that you can just simply click on, and this will take you over to the snowball calculator. It'll go right here. And actually, while we're here, let me thank Dr. John Whitworth for creating this free resource for us to use to help us get out of debt. Once again, it's a free resource that he's allowing us to download, so you can use it to help you get out of debt. So simply, once you get to the website, you'll just scroll down. And once you see this area here is a simple download now link, and just follow the instructions from there, and you'll download this very easy to use Excel spreadsheet for your debt reduction calculator. Alright, so let's actually jump into the calculator now, and I can show you how to start filling this out. Now, first of all, your first step, if you want to get out of debt, what do you have to do? You know, I have this saying, you got to know where you're at before you know where you're going. So of course you got to figure out who you owe, how much you owe them, what are the minimum monthly payments, and what are the interest rates. And one of the simplest ways to do that, you know, go get your recent statements on your credit cards and your loans and just look at that. And then also order your free credit report. I provided you with a link in the blog post where you can actually get your free credit report at annualcreditreport.com. That's a real place to get it. And then if you got some people that you owe, you need to call them. Call Aunt Ray Ray, Boo Boo, Aunt Dee Dee, all of them, and your friends that you owe money. Find out how much you owe them, because you want to pay them off so you can get out of this burden of debt. So let's take a look at the calculator. Quick tip, you're only going to want to enter information in the areas that are in white, okay? Because this is an Excel spreadsheet, so if you enter somewhere, it might mess up the calculations. So first thing, balance date. So what is the date that you got all these balances? So I'll just put March 25th, 2010. And then the next thing you'll want to do is just start going down your list of creditors. So you simply can go in here, you can type in credit card 1, or you can be more specific if you'd like. You type in the balance, let's put 4,400, put the interest rate, let's say 18%, and minimum monthly payment of $80 per month. That's monthly payments. Okay. Now the nice thing about this calculator, Dr. Whitworth created it where it's doing everything for you. So as you enter these balances, it's going to automatically calculate those balances for you. Same thing on minimum monthly payments. It's going to calculate everything for you, so don't worry about that. So if you're not good at math like me, hey, use this calculator. The other thing that's important here is don't worry about all the putting things in order, because this calculator, once again, he created it to be very user friendly. There's going to be a section in part 2. I'm actually going to show you how to get it in order that it needs to be in so you can start implementing the debt snowball plan. Now, a couple other cool things on here. You see these red triangles? Dr. Whitworth knew that we would have questions as we were filling this in. So if you just hover anywhere near those triangles, it's going to tell you what you need to enter into those boxes and what he's actually talking about. Okay, so creditor, of course, you can abbreviate name of creditor, balance, rate. So anywhere you might have a question, go ahead and just click around that red box and it'll give you some answers. And one quick thing too, at this point I wouldn't worry about this custom area because you'll be able to deal with that later. Okay, so this is part 1 of the series, how to download the calculator, how to start filling in the information. Now in part 2, I'm going to get into actually how to start implementing the debt snowball, how to add those extra payments. You probably been looking at your budget. Hey Carlos, I got an extra $50, $100, $200. How do I add that? And then also how to use the calculator so you can start using the snowball, whether you want to do lowest balance, interest rates, or whatever. So tune in to part 2 of this series. This was part 1, how to download the calculator and how to start filling it in, and I'm looking forward to hearing your testimonies on how you've been able to apply this. Thank you for tuning in to Good Steward Keys TV.